I already know what it is, man. Celtics first Cavs. Should be a good one, man. Let's get it.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Now here's Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Drains the triple.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a three-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
The kick to Tatum. Outside Porzingis. And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Brown. Driving to the basket. What a terrific move that is.
Boy, the quickness of Jaylen Brown on the drive. He makes it happen in an instant.
Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Outside Holiday. The kick to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Holiday. Pass to Tatum. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Well, you look at Evan Mobley, Doris. So agile for his size.
This is a young man, Brian, with so much upside. Defensively, he can guard on the perimeter, slides his feet, keeps his balance, contests without fouling, and he's growing every repetition on the offensive end. I can't wait to see his future.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. And guys, coach stated the number of different ways that Donovan Mitchell can be productive. The emphasis for this defense is going to be limiting his touches throughout the game and trying to trap him when they can. It's a tall task for the defense, B.A.
And Allie, thanks. Tatum, shot is good.
You know, the ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch. Those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
Pass to Garland. From deep. Offensive rebound. Here's Hunter. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And so it's Cleveland with it. Clock at 6. And it's out of bounds for the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Clock at 2.
This is what makes Derek White so dangerous. Yes, he can score it. Yes, he can pass it. But he is a tenacious defender.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
There's the triple. The 3 from Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Mitchell's got 6.
Boy, if you let Donovan Mitchell get comfortable shooting the basketball, you're in for a tough night. That's an easy catch and shoot. Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
The Celtics with the lead. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown so quick off his feet. What a vertical threat he is.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Back to Mitchell. 4-3. Here's Hunter. Offline from the top of the key. Celtics lead by 4. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
Hunter, the screen. Tatum pulls it in.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Now here's Holiday. Still without a bucket. And he parries his first look.
He's such a gritty player. Holiday fights for 2 there inside.
And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for Cleveland. 6-point game. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is, with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
The kick out to White. Back to Tatum. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
From deep, Mitchell. Hauled in by Brown.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Porzingis. Outside Tatum. Mobley with the block.
That's about reach, folks. The length, the athleticism, the timing of Evan Mobley.
Just 4 to shoot. Here's Tatum. He's rebounded by Okoro.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Mitchell misses. Boston leading by 6. And that's a foul called on Isaac Okoro. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Now Holiday. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. Holiday's got 5.
And I really like Holiday's shot selection. It's fun watching him measure defenses and catch them off guard.
Mobley outside. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Celtics lead by 7. Outside White. It's Brown on the wing. Six on the shot clock. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. What a clean look at the basket.
in the post. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Pass break. Here come the Celtics. Offensive rebound. Celtics. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hunter.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Now here's Brown. He's got 6. And the shot goes in. Give him 8 points now.
Well, you like seeing Jaylen Brown score the ball. This guy playing very well within the context of the offense.
Here's Garland. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
This guy plays with such confidence and ability to score in a variety of ways. Nice.
Here's Brown. Again, Brown missing.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Now here's Brown. Give him 8 points now. Horford for 3. Hunter with the rebound.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
From deep, Mitchell. Unable to get that one. Boston leading by 5. Puts up a 3. White can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right. He stays connected and great timing on the contest.
And Mobley throws it down.
Well, we know this. Playing above the rim is a big part of Evan Mobley's game.
Doris, when we talk about young guards, few better than Darius Garland. What makes him great?
I think a few things, but I would start with the fact that he's a 3-level scorer. Knocks down the 3 with consistency, can get to his in-between, but also creative at the rim. The other thing I love, Brian, is that he defends with great intensity.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Here's Pritchard. No points yet. Shot clock at 6. Count it. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Knocks it down from distance. Garland's got 7.
Wow, a lot of distance on that jumper by Darius Garland. Nice.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Now here's Garland. 7 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Strus. Pass to Okoro. On the wing, Green. Allen inside. The rebound, Celtics. And here's Brown. Brown draws the double. Here's Horford. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Javonte Green picks one up.
You have to love how tough Al Horford is when he gets deep, low post position. It makes it really hard on the defense.
Horford hits them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Pass to Allen. Garland for three. Offensive board. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Boston leading by 6. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Green. Outside Strus. Inside. Garland. The three from Okoro. And Craig pulls it down. Here's Brown. Off target
They
at the
gotta
rim.
stop that shit, bro.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. Craig with a steal. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
.40 seconds left in the first. Here's Brown. Poke loose. Pass to Horford. Outside Craig. 6 to shoot. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. That's good from Horford. .11 seconds left in the first. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Brown. That'll count. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's a perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer...
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance from the Celtics so far.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Yeah, what the
Cavs
fuck,
making
bro?
playoffs. The last 2 years, a big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now.
And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Cleveland making a change here. And here's Mitchell. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot. So he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But, Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Boston leading by 9. To the inside. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Yeah, in the paint, Holiday's agility makes him tough to contain. He just needs a little space to go to work.
Pass to Green. From deep three-point land. Rebound Boston. Outside Holiday. Outside Craig. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hunter. And he drives in. And finished off by Hunter.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Look at Tatum using his length.
Just tremendous understanding and fundamental basketball by Jason Tatum in pick and roll action. Beautiful.
Pass to Green.
Yo, why the fuck do they keep double teaming, bro?
Back to Green. Here's Mitchell.
What the fuck is that about, dog? Hold on, I might have to do my whole settings over. I don't know what the fuck that's about. You know, to start this shit over with. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Oh, let me see something. That's why. What the fuck is that doing on? What the fuck? That's why that was doing that. Okay, that's why that. What the fuck? How that? I don't. That had to be an accident. I don't even look at that shit. That had to be an accident. Yeah, that definitely had to be an accident. I was wondering why the fuck I kept seeing that fucking double. I do not call double teams at all. Alright, so I can put that back on. Go back on. There we go. We should be good now. You should be good now.
Taking no chances.
No free buckets,
Donovan
man.
Mitchell cooking right now. Things look easy on the offensive end.
And Joe Mazzulla calls
I work too hard on defense.
He's going
Free
to talk
shit.
it over with his guys. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Right side Tatum. It's stolen by Green. Here's Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Get off me, little nigga.
And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Pass to Hunter. Jerome on the wing. From downtown. Hunter can't get it to go. Celtics lead by 7. Holiday with the ball. Guarded now by Mitchell. Here's Craig. Here's Tatum. Drives to the hoop. And finished off by Tatum.
Well, just the power and authority sends a powerful message to the defense. Go to work, Jason Tatum.
That was my
Mitchell
fault.
with the slam.
That was my fault, Drew.
Time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum hammers it home. Off the dribble.
But Jason Tatum worked hard, being comfortable in tight windows off the dribble drive. That was a nice
They
looking
still
move.
fucking double teaming. What the fuck
Pass
is
to
this
Hunter.
about?
Back to Mitchell.
What the fuck?
Down low.
Hold on, man. What the fuck is they double teaming this nigga for? What the fuck? Did I do something on accident? What the fuck is they double teaming this nigga for? What the fuck, bro? What the fuck?
Nice finish.
I think that might have been it right there, too. I seen two things that was off. What the fuck? Let me know when you're ready, bro.
On the layup. Hunter's got 6 here in the quarter.
Donovan Mitchell showing off that great vision.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Substitutions for the Celtics.
Celtics lead by 7. To the paint. Here's Tatum. The kick out to White. Here's Hauser. No made baskets yet. Outside Tatum. Fires for 3. The offensive rebound. Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
To the middle. Here's Green.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Holiday from long range. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5. Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall
Yo, why
game.
the fuck do they keep double teaming this bitch ass nigga?
A bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game
man,
evolve.
what the fuck is
Just
that?
took a shoot.
Foul, bro.
Deep Mitchell. Boston with a rebound.
I'm just gonna turn all my settings off. I can't play with my settings. I don't know. That nigga quit. That nigga quit. I'm cool. That nigga weird, bro. Motherfucker.